Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, December 22nd, 2020. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. The Anne Arundel County Police Department has made a change to their policy regarding the dissemination of photos of people that are in custody. The police department is no longer going to routinely release photographs of subjects in custody, with some exceptions. The change comes about because they're hoping to reduce bias of anyone that may see the photographs, and also because it can have a long and profound impact on somebody that may have been found not guilty of the criminal charges. They may release photos of people that have active warrants or actively being sought by members of law enforcement or subjects in custody if such release does further a criminal investigation. Now, this change is very much in line with the policy that we adopted at Eye on Annapolis back in March of 2020. We decided that we needed to presume innocence, and because the internet is forever, we decided that we were no longer going to be publishing names or photographs of suspects for crimes. The exception would be if there is a conviction, and at that point it is up for discussion whether we do publish it or not. Sliding into some COVID news, and we'll chalk this up to the, boy, this really sucks column, but the Office of the Attorney General is warning people about illegal, unlicensed pop-up COVID-19 testing sites. Primarily, they're operating in Baltimore City, although I was pretty sure I may have seen one right on Truman Parkway near Riva Road a few weekends ago. And yes, I do know where the health department is, and it wasn't the health department. Attorney General Brian Frosch said providing any personal information such as social security numbers to individuals hosting one of these pop-up sites not only puts your health at risk, but increases your chance of becoming a victim of identity theft. I would think that would increase your chances of becoming a victim of identity theft 100-fold. If you are not sure where to get a COVID test, you want to go to covidtest.maryland.gov, and it has a list of 240 approved sites throughout the state. As we mentioned yesterday morning, it became official yesterday afternoon, but the Military Bowl presented by Perspective will not be happening here in Annapolis on December 28th. In light of the ongoing global health crisis, as well as so many teams opting out of playing in a bowl game this year, they just couldn't make it happen. The Military Bowl is still dedicated to providing more than $1 million for the USO, and if you would like to help support their season of support, go to militarybowl.link/support. The Military Bowl Parade is still a go. It is a virtual parade. It will be happening on the 27th. And if you want to participate in the Bud Light Who's Your Hero promotion, there is still one more day to get those nominations in. You can go to militarybowl.org/Bud Heroes, and you might win an ultimate Bud Light tailgate package. From testing to vaccines, Governor Larry Hogan has advised us that the Moderna COVID vaccine is now shipping to Maryland, and that is going to bring our total available vaccines by the end of this week up to 191,075. You want to find out more about that? You want to go to covidlink.maryland.gov, and once this week's shipments are complete, that should have enough vaccines to vaccinate approximately 90% of our frontline hospital staff. Now, if you wonder where you fall in the vaccine hierarchy, healthcare workers, residents, and staff of long-term care facilities and first responders are the top priority, followed by people with significantly higher risk of severe COVID-19 illnesses, followed by people in critical or essential infrastructure roles or people at moderately higher risk of severe COVID-19 illness, and then finally, in the third phase, that is the general population. The general consensus on that one is that will be available sometime in the early summer. And as we begin to wrap up, this story doesn't really have much to do with Annapolis or Anne Arundel County. I'm just telling it to you because it's funny. Well, maybe it's because I think it's funny. Yesterday afternoon, a tractor-trailer overturned on the Capitol Beltway outer loop near Interstate 270. That's not too funny. Actually, it happens kind of frequently, but not trucks hauling 20,000 pounds of cheese balls. I'm sorry, it just cracks me up. Finally, once again, just a reminder, things are still a little bit slow, so unless the S hits the fan, we are going to be taking a few days off right around the holidays. There will not be a daily news brief on Thursday or Friday of this week, nor will there be one Thursday or Friday of next week. So we're going to take December 24th and 25th and 31st off, along with January 1st. All right, that does wrap it up for us today. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net throughout the day because we're going to have updates to these stories and more. If you're someplace you can leave us a rating or a review, please do that. And make sure all your friends, family, and colleagues all know how to get a hold of the Daily News Brief. Other than that, just hang tight because we have George Young standing by with your local DCMDV weather forecast. All that's coming up in about a minute and a couple seconds right after this brief message from Solar Energy Services.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services, with your Clean Energy Minute. Does your home experience power outages? Or maybe you're concerned about energy resilience in general? If so, that's another great reason to consider clean, quiet solar-powered energy with battery backup. You may have heard residential solar adoption has rapidly increased during the pandemic for multiple reasons, and many homeowners like yourself are adding battery backup and electric vehicle charging to their solar projects. And with Maryland's residential energy storage income tax credit, along with the federal tax credit for batteries when paired with solar, the economics are quite compelling, and that secure feeling is even better. So whether you're looking for clean energy, energy resilience, or overall peace of mind with solar energy, we can help. To schedule a free solar design, call us today at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net. But hurry, sunshine's a-wasting.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
At Zacharys Jewelers, there's something we admire more than anything. They are incredibly strong, resilient, indestructible, and brilliant. They are as beautiful and rare as a forever marked diamond. They are the people in our lives who put all else above themselves to keep our worlds turning. The ones who bring us together, even when we're apart. We celebrate their strength and brilliance this holiday and every day. Zacharys Jewelers.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDV Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDV Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, December 22nd. Yesterday brought fairly average late December weather to the Annapolis region with mixed skies and temps in the 40s. And while today will be much sunnier with temps possibly a few degrees warmer, it'll likely feel much colder with winds gusting over 25 miles per hour, at times as afternoon highs near 50 degrees. More sunshine is expected Wednesday with highs upper 40s to near 50 again, before temps then jump up to 60-plus degrees for many on Thursday. But it'll be a very active weather day as a strong cold front moves into the region from the west, bringing moderate to heavy rain at times in the PM hours on Christmas Eve, before temps then quickly drop into the 20s in the overnight hours, possibly causing roadways to become very slippery in the AM hours of Christmas morning on Friday, with a brief period of snow showers also possible before 7 a.m. or so, with highs Christmas Day only in the mid-30s. From there, it'll be a very cold start to the weekend with AM lows Saturday likely in the teens for many locations across Anne Arundel County, with sunny highs Saturday in the 30s before more sunshine and then 40s on Sunday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDV Weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching DCMDV Weather in the Apple or Google App Store. And also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Use our website each day at DCMDVAweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
Home, a word that invokes a feeling of belonging, of comfort, of love. If you know someone who is not able to go home for the holidays, please reach out to them and share some of that feeling, that Christmas spirit, so they can feel loved where they are, so they know they are home. Midshipmen, our military, contract workers, those with loved ones far away or in medical care. This holiday season, remember that a community is made up of people caring for one another. It's an honor to call Annapolis my home. Serving people's my passion, it's what I do best. It's the Neidhardt difference.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at EyeOnAnnapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.